Welcome to the garden. We put these in containers in May. I'm not sure when we're supposed to actually pick them, but there's not a whole lot here and I want to save the seeds. So I think it's about time, and these seed pods look pretty much dried out. So let's go ahead and get some seeds off here. And I think we just cut these off and then we take all the dead off, and then we're going to boil these, get the sugar out, I think. But what I do know for sure is I want to catch these seed heads in a plastic bag. We've already lost quite a few seeds off of that one. So I think our timing is okay. So I'm just going to clip these off, and I'm going to let them dry in the plastic bag. Just look how big those seeds are. We'll do the same thing with this container. And I know I probably ought to have a machete out here and chopping them, but this is Oklahoma after all. That's got good seed head on it. By saving these seeds, we ought to have a big enough stand next year to actually make some pretty decent sugar. I think I'm just going to be happy if we can get some syrup off of these. We'll look at how to do that in an upcoming video. And if I'm doing this wrong, go ahead and leave a comment down below before I get too far into it. But I think those are really nice seed heads. And I think just to process these, I'm just going to strip the old brown leaves off. And I believe we cut them in segments. I'll go ahead and clean the rest of these up. We'll boil them and see what kind of syrup we get off of them. But I also have some nice amaranth that are in containers that need to come in. We're going to go ahead and clean these up and get these to drying, and then we're going to get seeds off of these also. So I'm going to be a little more selective as far as taking the leaves off first. That way our cleanup is going to be a little easier, I think. So all the dead leaves up around the flowers, we're just going to clip those off, and we don't have to mess with them. So I'm going to clip that. We definitely want another plastic bag. I'm not as worried about taking the flowers in the garden quite yet. As much as wants to reseed, it's good with me. But with all the weather that we've had, this one kind of got beat up a little bit. Like I say, I'm going to go ahead and pull as many of these leaves off as I can. That's going to make processing this a little easier. We'll process them in about a week, I would think. So there's amaranth. Oh, let me just go ahead and pop this one off. It's our sugar cane. Put that in here with the rest of them. And this little amaranth I could probably let go. But I do see that there are some seeds here that are starting to come out. Let me see what else we want to pick. Now this little batch, this looks like it's just pollinating. I'm going to go ahead and wait before I harvest these. And our lotuses are finishing up. And that seed head's almost ready to pick. We definitely want to save those seeds for next year. But while we're out here looking at our container garden, we planted these sweet potatoes late May. I'll just see if we got anything going on in here. It's been long enough, we ought to have some kind of sweet potato. Well, what do you think? Well, I guess we're going to have to dig one up. Okay. Okay. Definitely tells me we want to leave these other three until frost. But you know what? I'm going to get sweet potatoes tonight. That is awesome. You can do this too. And these couple of weeks of being over 100 degrees have been kind of brutal on everything. And there's going to be peanuts in here, because they're out of the ground already. I was told that the only kind of peanuts you want to have in a bag are the ones at the ballpark. They still do produce. I guess I am gonna have to get back in there and start picking some more tomatoes. Now our corn is starting to tassel out. They're gonna be making ears here real soon. And that's corn we planted in August. We got another round of corn that's just come up, and I got some more seeds in the ground. We're gonna try to get corn right up to the frost, and you can do this too. If you wanna learn more about the deep mulch, click that link right there and I'll meet you back in the garden. If you wanna learn about the living soil, click that link right there and I'll meet you back in the garden. And until next time, remember, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Come on, let's plant.
Let's go plant garden.